Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, 252 Reveals. My name is Billy, I'm the host. It's been a little while since we made a video. I'll put up a video explaining why, but I just wanted to touch on a new project that we're getting ready to start on and go ahead and take care of. Let me flip the camera around, I'm going to show you real quick. Alright, what we got here? Got a Mustang, it's my mom's GT. It got in a little fender bender. So we got to put a fender and a door on it. We got to jam it. I've already got the door and the fender. But this thing took some damage. I hope it didn't get into the pillow post. I haven't been able to take it apart yet, but I got to get the door jammed and all first. But this is going to be it. This is our new project for right now. I need to get a door and a fender on it where I can get it out from under here. I'm hoping I'm going to be getting my bass boat back. My bass boat's got to go back under that carport. But what we got is a 97 GT Mustang convertible. It's a good looking car, runs good. Got a couple of issues. I got some new wheels and tires for it. We got to get this right here done. That back glass has fell out. And the top, we had a top put on this thing couple years ago, but this thing looks terrible. We're gonna have to get that cleaned up, but it's a good little car, runs good, got a good running motor in it, it's got a 5-speed in it. So, but this is the new project. I've already done a little piece of video for the door itself. We've already started on it, but this is what we're gonna try to get done now, so we can get this, at least get this thing back outside. Alright, I'm going to end this right here and we'll pick it back up when we start on working on the door and the fender for it. Alright guys, back on the Mustang project. Got to sand the door down. I'm going to jam the door completely on the inside. All of this, all of the yellow. And I'm going to let it dust into the door itself. I ain't going to spray all up inside of it, but I will spray everything there. It was silver in color. It was yellow in color, so it's been painted before, but it's alright. Door's in real good shape. I don't see any rust in it anywhere. It's the driver's side. Let me show you the fender real quick. Alright, don't know how good this is going to show up, but here's the fender for it. And you've seen the damage just in the video previous to this. I'm going to jam the fender as well. I might go ahead and paint the outside of both of them, even though I'm going to paint the whole car anyway. But I might go ahead and do them black just to get them on the car and get them painted. Alright, we're going to get some work done and we'll get back on it. Alright guys, I'm going to set up the camera to let it run for a few minutes. I ain't going to record long of what I'm doing, but I'll just show you what we got going on. Basically all we want to do is just touch up the areas around here to get all of this sanded so we can get everything jammed in. I'm going to set it up just a few minutes. I ain't going to run it long though. Alright, I guess you get the gist of what's going to happen. I'm going to go ahead and stop it now. I'll get some more work done on it and I'll get back to So you show it. Alright guys. You see it's dull. It ain't finished yet, but it's pretty much there. I'm gonna have to go around, touch up the edges and stuff that I can't get with the sander, and down inside the grooves like this, and like here and around the edges, you know, little things like that. But everything else is coming along nicely. I'm gonna get this done tonight, and I'll show you what we got when we're done. And then I'll do the fender tomorrow night. I'll get everything ready to jam, and I'll probably jam it Thursday night, hopefully. And maybe try to get it on Friday or Saturday. So y'all stay with me. I think we're going to have a good one. Alright guys. Door is just about done. I got some touch-up work to do on it. But it's just about done. The outside's been done. The edges have been done. Door handle's been done. Keyhole's been done. Alright. I'm going to end it right here for the time being. And I'll pick it back up tomorrow night when we get back on it again. Alright guys, welcome back. Here we go. We're going to put some primer on the door so we can get ready to shoot this thing black. We've got it scuffed. I'm getting ready to wipe it down. I'm going to do all the area of the door itself. So we're going to put primer on the outside. I'm not worried about the underside of the door because we'll do that when we get ready to paint the car. But I do want to get all of this done. So here's a quick overview of what we got going on. I got to wipe the door down, so I'm going to put it on time lapse or let it run for a few minutes. We're going to wipe the door down. And let's see. Get the door wiped down. And I'll let that run or let it video for just a few minutes. If I can get to a good spot where we can see it, that's going to be the problem, probably. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that right there might work. Alright, so what we're going to do basically, it's not a real big deal. Just going to wipe it down with some lacquer thinner. Make sure the area is clean. All we want to do is just make sure we don't have any grease or wax or anything on it. So that's basically all we're doing. The reason we're doing this, so it'll be a good area for it to bond to, so the primer has somewhere to bond. And the area is good and clean when we do it. Now I am no painter by no means. I have no clue what I'm doing. I've sprayed a couple of things myself. I understand the painting process. Plus, we'll get to check out my new Christmas present that I got. I got the new Black Widow gun. I'm so looking forward to using this because I want to paint this car and I want to paint my daughter's car. She has a Mustang as well. So we're going to see what happens. Now the plan is when we get this done, I am going to take and Kills mat the inside of this door, and well, both doors for that matter. We are going to do the jams on both the sides, the driver and the passenger side, not just this side, because I want this paint job to be done right. So we're going to actually let whatever old spray gets inside is fine, ain't no big deal. Once we get that done, we're going to actually scuff it. I got some Kills mat ordered for it. We'll Kills mat the whole door, and then we're going to be good to go. Alright, with that being said, everything looks good. Everything looks good. Set this over here. Let's put the top back on it while we shake. Now I'm not putting any kind of high-dollar primer because this is just the inside of a door jamb. We're using Rust-Oleum Automotive Primer. It is a filler primer, so it is a high build, so it will cover up some imperfections if it has any. Not worried about ventilation for it because I've got the shop door open right here, so we got plenty of ventilation. We also have to do the fender. That's no big deal. It won't take long. All right. And all we want to do is just get some coverage on here. We'll do it in light coats. I'm not trying to cover it all at one time. Just want to get some coverage on it. We can do multiple coats. It's not going to hurt anything. So coverage will come by coats. I'd like to put at least 2 good coats on here. Now you might ask why we're doing this. I am going to paint the whole inside of both doors. I want both of them covered. I want them both to be black. I don't want no other color showing through when we put them back together. So that's why we're going through the step of what we're doing. All right, we're going to let that sit for a minute. I believe we've got pretty good coverage. Edges. Alright, so I'm going to cut it off for just a minute. We'll pick it back up when I go put the second coat on it, about 5 minutes or so. Alright, y'all hang tight. Alright, we're back at it. Don't have to sit just a few minutes. This will be the final coat, so we want to make sure everything's good and covered. I'm not using a very expensive like Mason or anything, or any kind of primer other than this right here, because this is not the outside of the vehicle. Now when I go to do the outside, we're going to put a good primer on it, a good high build primer, because we're going to have to be able to block this thing down. So you'll see a good primer used in, but right here, it's not a big deal, because 90% of this is not even going to be seen. This is just a filler primer, just something to get some primer on it, get when we color it, make sure we got good coverage. That's why we're not worried about this as much. And it should just take 2 coats to get this covered good. That's the goal anyway, which I've already laid down 1 coat. Now this video is basically going to be just to get coverage on the door. I've got the hinges to do and some other stuff, but this is basically about the door and the fender itself, so it shouldn't be too long. Alright, so that's 2 coats on that. Alright, I'm going to stop it. We'll pick it back up in a little bit. Alright, we're back. Here's the fender. This is obviously the underside of it, which is what I'm worried about today. The lip here, lip here, lip here. All of this stuff around the edge is basically what I want to get covered today. All of this across the top. That's what we're going to do as far as jamming it. We're not going to paint the whole thing. We're just going to jam it for right this minute. Alright, let me get back to work. Alright, fender is primed on the inside and the outside. Now I got some spots on the outside that we're not worried about. I just put some prime on them so they would be not bare metal, but there are a couple of spots that we're going to have to take care of. So, alright, mission accomplished for today. I'm going to let this fender dry and I'm going to flip it over, and I got a couple of spots on the inside I'm going to prime as well. But we're good to go for now. Here's one more shot at the door. The door's dry. If I wanted to sand that tonight, I could, but I'm not. I'm going to let it harden overnight. That way we'll have plenty of hardness to the primer. But we're moving right along. Alright, so hopefully the next part of this video will be getting it ready to put some paint on. I believe we're going to put paint on it, just jam it out real good, and then we're going to call this video done, and then we'll pick up the next part on the next video for it. Hopefully I'm going to be able to do this in 2 parts just to get the doors back on it, but we'll see. Alright, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace! One more thing. Get off the couch. Go live life. Go live some dreams. Go make some memories. We're only here for a little while. Alright, y'all be good. I'll see you on the next part.